mean, doesn't mean I gotta deal with it. Hello everyone. We are here. Finally back with some more Final Fantasy XIV. It has been a little bit, but I wanted a good day to be able to just kind of play the game as well as actually stream it before I renew my subscriptions over here. Hope everyone's having a good night. Last time I got to play a little bit, and now we're at the key to the castle, which is the point I was recommended to do the next stream at. So we're here. I've done a little bit of some side questy stuff. Wound up doing all the post-Moogle stuff. A couple other little unlocks, like getting the wind-up moon, and I have the wind-up sun as well. Yeah, just little things. Also, I finally spent money on this game. I did get this during the sale, but still. Anyways, let's actually go ahead and get started with it. Yeah, I hope everyone's having a good night tonight. So, Wayne regards you with a munificent expression. Oh boy. Please, just voice act it. Let me not have to read. I don't ever get things easy. So, what is it you desire? Rusty old coins like you mortals want to collect, perhaps? We have resolved to vanquish the light born into this land. To that end, we desire entry to Liagia. What a strange thing to wish for. You might as well ask for your death. But if that is what you want, who are we to argue? Very well. I shall speak with the others. You've clearly been busy, Urianger. Would you be so kind as to tell us what we missed? And the characters. I mean, the ultimate video. I mean, I don't mind doing it for like a first time. I just hate how slow it is. Like that's my gripe with it. And and for theatrics enough of stream, I don't mind doing it. So that was the purpose of the gifts. Is there anything you can tell us about this light warden? Aye, my lady. But circumstances most tragic, the light warden of this land. Is our king and ruler, Titania. Oh. It was not always so, of course. Our king fought the first light warden that threatened our home, you see. Fought it and won. Well, the horrible light came out. Went and corrupted them, turning them into a new light warden. Now, they were king only in name, not the remains of the wise and just where that used to be. We had no choice but to seal them in that castle. The magic for breaking the seal, we divided into 4, and wove each into a different relic, to be kept apart until the time was right. And this dress is one of them. It's been in our safekeeping for years and years, but we've decided to entrust it to you. Are you sure? Of course. Custom demands it. Though you're most certainly going to your deaths, we thought we should at least let you try. That way, we get to watch what happens. Okay. Of course, you can't break the seal unless you have the other relics too. The shell is with Floth, the stone scepter is with Numo, and the crystal shoes are with the armor. Jesus, I can read. Good luck finding them all. The fact this disclosed information mine on understanding. Our quest lieth now before us. First, let us hide to the lake, then to claim the shell crown from the Fruoth. If we can call to them before the untouchable gate, they will answer. Alright, I can't fly here. I'm so used to flying around again, I forgot I can't. Great. I don't even remember how I'm doing on ether currents here. Ah, right. Only one area is done. Well. God, I'm now reminded that I just don't like the music as much in Shadowbringers. Spoilers, Pog. Hello, Lex. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. And yes, indeed, this is spoilers territory. For the sexual battle theme from Stormblood. I mean, I like almost every other battle theme. That's just like the one I don't like. Sexy poker on the lead. God. Listen to the Shadowbringers overworld battle. Yeah, like the overworld battle just feels really weak. Hearken to me, O spirits of the water. We are with an entreaty. Not in a talkative mood, apparently. I'm not exactly sure how the gate works. Also, these bushes are messed up how they're actually just people trapped inside. Not But if the Falth are water spirits, perhaps we should take our search into this lake. Oh, I suppose a brief dip wouldn't hurt. This is why he's not as much. Yeah, because he's in 14. We all know Thancred swims like an eel. What about you, Minfilia? I can swim well enough. Thancred taught me. Excellent. What about you, Urianger? I'm not sure I've ever asked. But he does indeed have a move called Royal Guard. Rather than swim, mayhap it would be more expeditious to walk upon the surface by means of magic. You too, Urianger? You should be a kindred spirit. Worry not, my friend. I know some helpful tricks, and I should be more than happy to share them with you. Together we shall conquer the waves. Well, aren't you a lively lot? And you have an entreaty for us, you say? An entreaty from mortals. What a treat! Aye, my comrades and I are on a quest to vanquish the Light Warden. To that end, we would humbly beg the loan of the Shell Crown, which we are given to understand is in the safekeeping of your people. Oh, is that all? Of course, you may have it. You shall have it. Just like that? What do you want from us? Oh, no need to be so suspicious. The crown simply doesn't mean much to us, is all. As a matter of fact, nothing means much to us. For we, Falth, it's over before it's begun, and we couldn't care less what becomes of the Fairy King, nor the world for that matter. Having said that, we do so seldom have mortal visitors, and it would seem a shame not to make the most of you. Touch the untouchable gate, and come hither into our domain. Don Meg. In your tongue, it means forbidden realm. Sounds forbidding, yes? And so it should, for we are one with water, our home wrought of ripples and waves and currents. Find your way through, give us thrilling sport, and we will give you the crown. Oh, okay. Alright, oh, we can take Minfilia with us too. Alright, so is there any special interactions I guess we should go for? That's like, you really want to bring like X person into this dungeon? If there is anybody like that, if not, I'll just make the team. So we're gonna need a major, okay. Are you see the however? So I'm Thinker gets above if with Milia. Okay. You know, I'll take Thancred and Minfilia. I'm cool with that. Oh, Minfilia is a DPS. Okay, we can rock that. And I've heard that Urianger is a nice healer to have, so... You also get no choice. Oh, wait, do they have to come along, or... By the way, I'm pretty cool with... She's your only melee. Oh, we have to take Thancred, so I guess it's just like if we want to take Minfilia. Yeah, I'm okay with this team. And we can let Alpha know. Just kind of chill. Sorry, off your still options. I mean, it seemed like we could have taken Alize if we wanted to over Minfilia, but obviously if Thancred gets a buff with Minfilia, there's no point not to take her. Very bare bones dungeon, but fair enough. As much as I would love to make Thancred the dance partner. One or more party members is new to this duty. Okay. Like me a dream. The dangers of this dream are very real. Be not distracted by its beauty. Alright, thank you, Urianger. To Philly, she's new extra rewards. You know what? Fair enough. Oh, you fuck. I'm sorry, it's been like almost a week. But you're right. Right, and Thancred can't restore them on his own. Which I remember that point. AKV to Gunbreaker. And I started it, but I've played very little Gunbreaker since, like, then. But if I pick up a second tank class, I think I'm gonna pick up Gunbreaker. Gunbreaker or Warrior, I just don't like Paladin. It's good night, like, thank you for stopping by. Okay. I thought that was like a way I could go, but I guess not. That actually startled me. Oh my, did you see the flowers? Stay focused, Minfilia. That startled me. Hey Trish, welcome, welcome. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping by. Lines, fair enough. Hello, Azure. Welcome, welcome. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. I'm here. Hey, Nem, how's it going? Yeah. I've definitely been sitting at this point for a while for stream, but between not being able to really stream the game and just things keep me busy. So, just wanted to optimize like my subscription and all that. So if anyone's able to schedule, like, I do not quite know as of right now. Unfortunately, I will find out more details on Wednesday myself. Like, Friday, we hopefully can still do V3, but past that, I'm not certain. Sunday should be unaffected. Keywording of should be. Oh, I did not see that geyser underneath me. Shadowbringers. I actually like this theme a lot. I think this theme is actually a really good theme. Oh. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not getting what I'm supposed to be doing there. I didn't actually just watch the AI do it. Far away from them? Okay. Just fucking construct from Marianne. I mean, with the shared focus, probably. House jumping, yeah. Oh. Okay. Oh, this dungeon's a lot bigger than I thought it was. Says game is on reference. I guess it's so far it looks like, oh jeez. Pain, extreme pain. But at least you can spark, so if nothing else. Yeah, I remember she has pretty solid fodder. Valentine missed. I remember when I just kept building Massive Pity on the Valentine banner. Like every unit just focus-wise was avoiding me. And they had to like circle after like 10% or something like that. Something really high. Where it was like 1 blue, 4 colorless, and then I got the sword. Also, hey TJ, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Oh, hey, that's a pretty good chunk of 5 stars. Hey, glad to hear it. I did see that you posted that screenshot in Nick's server, so congrats. God, there's so many enemies here. I'm gutting him. Was it pulling him twice? You're pulling a fuse tickets? I mean, technically, I would argue it's free pulling. Uh-huh. Oh god, I just saw what these things are. These are horrifying. Hold on. This is a horrifying enemy. It's so ugly. These freaking frog mushrooms? Or mushroom frogs, I guess is the better way to say it. These things are hideous. I feel like we're doing them a favor by putting them out of their misery. I love it. I've never actually tried playing it. I've been liking 14 a lot. Like, this is my first time actually paying for a subscription, but this game's been like a really big de-stress game for me. Those are the character customizations fun. I just like dressing up characters. I mean, like, there's just like a lot I like about this. I've always liked MMOs, but after an incident a few years back, I've just been kind of deterred from them. Dark past. My dark and edgy past. Holy crap, yeah. Something about a few of the past half until 14, yeah. I used to play like a really big one in my life was RuneScape, and then I played like a bit of Elsword. And then Elsword was like when I like ultimately stopped playing them. It's close to the bull. Oh, sorry, I tried 3 months ago. Oh. Well, I really played Wizards 101. I've never heard of Wizards 101. Curious yonder creature doth resemble here at least commercials on TV as a kid. I don't recall it, at least. Maybe I have, and like I just don't recognize the name, but Okay. What? At the library? Huh. It doesn't sound familiar to me. Like, I remember when I was, like, really little, like, I just went to the public library a lot just to play games like Putt-Putt. Oh, did it? I guess that makes sense, yeah, with what we got. Oh, I didn't realize I could attack this. I was like, I'm ranged, it technically doesn't matter. I'll just wait till it's like gonna let me out. I didn't realize I didn't let myself out. Oh, I'm gonna struggle into Tanya tonight. I can already feel it. Oh, I'm not gonna press that one. Fully matured, apparently. Wait, go. That's so. Friends have trouble with that fight. Okay. Q solo? Yeah, I mean, I figured, again. Tanya, I mean, I'm in for a treat to learn it. Hurry on, Jay. Go get a different one. Finish clearing Time Walker. I mean, apparently it's advised that I do that one solo, so I'm going to be doing that one solo from the sounds of it. Okay, this is actually kind of cool. Talisman of water. It's like something out of a fairy tale. Except for the ones in the tail. Stay on your guard. So that'll be most Shadowbringers content. I mean, I'm just going off suggestions. Huh. Yo, when do I get this as an accessory? Oh, it's a fake. You just keep going. Yeah, if it's like a fight I can get my ass beat and I want to struggle with it, I think it's more fun that way. Like, after the first time, sure, I totally don't mind being carried or something like that, but for first timing something, I'm like, nah, I want to struggle. I want to see it on the struggle bus. I'm set. Let me get my cave spell kicked in. And I know, like, Nick and I, like, I know, like, realistically, it would have been better, like, if I had a crowd, but at the same time, I feel like it's less entertaining content if I'm getting carried in fights compared to, like, basically anything that's like, yeah, you guys, like, carry me in that. I think it's just boring in that sense. Because I also don't feel like I learned the fight. Effect. That's understandable. Yeah, like, I mean, I feel like it's understandable. I just, like, wanted to explain it. Something else. Yeah, that's another thing. Like I said, I know I'd be carried through it. Just unlearn it. Exactly. So, like, at least going in solo, I have a chance of also getting people that don't know it. Oh, this dungeon's actually really cool looking. They could pull bigger. That's how much fast enough to do. Oh, jeez. Like, that's actually kind of insane just hearing that. I feel like the way this dungeon's actually just laid out, it's so good, like, cool looking. I did think aesthetically this might actually be a really high tier dungeon for me. Pretty blue, like, a lot of the flowing water stuff I like a lot. It's in all of them. I mean, I have not, obviously, but, like, out of the ones I've seen so far. This one just starts pretty bare bones. If it's getting later into dungeon. Okay, this is, wow, it's bigger than I thought, and it looks pretty. Like, this dungeon pulled a pretty big 180 from what I expected. And I'm not complaining about that. For the tier list for dungeons. I mean, I could technically for something like on a stream. Probably bet he not yet. I mean, yeah, obviously. Oh, he has a violin as an arm. Okay. Thawne, Lord of the Lonesome Gate. Okay. So we nailed the crown. Focus on the fight, Miniphilia, not the prize. We are bleeding right now. Oh. I remember my eye mechanics. Oh, I did not see that. You know what? Oh. Urianger just teleports across. Or no, it's Miniphilia, excuse me. Oh. I like how I literally messed up in the very last step. So he's still going. Oh. Oh, wait. Oh my god. I guess they did. It's probably like I would imagine it's probably a relatively low DPS check, like, in case you mess up on the mechanic. Shit. I mean... I missed it, barely. Okay. Eeh. Eeh. That did less than I thought it would. But it worked. And yeah, I finally dodged the frog beam. Oh, those are friends? So if you don't do... He turns into a baby frog again? Oh. That's actually funny. Think good. It's you. So the powerful transition. Okay. That's actually funny. Where you're technically rewarded for not doing the DPS check. Fate plane. Hold on. I'm curious about that. I actually kind of like this planosphere. I might use that later. It just as like a glam thing. Good looking lips. Yeah, I'll have to like check. I might check out this dungeon later. Because at least that planosphere looks really neat.
Well fought, well fought.
Oh, we're surrounded by them.
You do not hold back. But I would have it no other way. Seldom have I enjoyed such sport.
I love him. I love him.
We have satisfied thy demands. Wilt thou now satisfy ours?
Of course. Of course. There it is. The relic you seek. Yours for the taking. Have care you do not break it though, yes.
So posh, yeah. Oh, he's about to have some kind of... Oh,
But you, my friend, you are mighty indeed, and pleasing to the eye besides.
I was expecting some kind of shitting grin as our friends approach the crown.
More! I want to see more of her!
Yes, yes, I could watch her forever.
Oh no.
Why don't we just make her one of us?
Excuse me?
Yes! One of us!
Why not? Mentality, oh no.
What a fine idea! Why ever didn't I think of that? You may have the crown, but in exchange, we will have you!
What? No! I ain't about to be like some plaything to some frogs!
Wake up! Wake up, damn you!
Alright, Bert, hello. This is what you get when you have a proper shirt. And hey! Just because I'm not wearing a proper shirt doesn't mean I'm asking for it. Just saying. That is not how that works.
You're alive. Thank the gods. I don't know where you learned to breathe underwater, but it's lucky you can.
Say the same to you, Ardbert.
I'm sure you had your reasons, but the first rule of dealing with the Froth is do not deal with the Froth. It's said that they are born from the souls of the drowned. Were it not for your little trick, you'd have joined them.
You can breathe underwater. I mean, listen. I don't know what rules spirits follow in this world. And for all I know, he's just a part of my conscience.
Your friends are safely back on dry land, in case you were wondering. They'll be searching for you, I expect.
Oh. So these houses were all the Froth. Aww.
That's the royal capital of the kingdom of Verbert down there. It's seen better days. They were a stubborn lot, the Verbertites. Set in their ways. But once you got to know them, you couldn't find a more welcoming people. It always froze over in winter, being up in the mountains. So we'd pull up our chairs round the fire and trade tales over steaming bowls of lamb stew, while the street lamps burned hot and bright outside.
Aww.
All dead and buried now. Them and anyone else who might remember. Everything we did. Everything we gave. What was it for? I wonder. I hope you'll have a better answer than this when all's said and done.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, I don't like this. Just showing like what's gonna happen in Nishgard if we don't like set things right. Oh, I see that ether current. I'm going back in. Nay, my lady, so said as thou art, thou wouldst only endanger thyself. I pray thee, rest a moment. There was nothing there's nothing where we looked. Oh, there was nothing where we looked. Jeez, I struggled to read that. I don't know why I did. Coral! Yes, it is I, out here, in the living. Dear gods, were it not for Soroban's blessing, but I need not labor the point. I'm glad to see you well and safe, my friend. For thee, read the decipher the scripture. God, TJ, why would you word it like that? Have you any idea how worried we were to wash up on the shore, only to find you weren't with us? Oh, but I'm forgetting. Here's your crown, your majesty. The Floth kept that part of their bargain, at least. Yeah, so when can I wear the crown? Hard to understand. Of course, of course. Because nothing in life is ever allowed to be easy. Well, there were certain twists and turns. Our work here is done, with everyone none the worse for wetness. Oh, thank goodness you're still here. Celine, is something amiss? A great big mob of mortals is marching into Ilmeg. Mortals with ugly weapons and uglier faces. So if they wouldn't happen to be your friends, would they? Just delete this is the nerd. Yeah, exactly. He just makes things more complicated when he doesn't need to be. Rather than the reverse, I feel. You're more an army, I'd guess. Meaning we can play with them? As much as you like. But just to be sure, I'll return with you to confirm their identities. If they are who we suspect, we will require your aid. If Alphinaud is coming, then Allie's able too, yes? Can't have one without the other, you know? Alright, just remember, we're not your playmates this time. I'm afraid we must leave the rest of the relic hunting in your hands. Yeah, being the Light Warden would have fallen to me anyways. Perhaps, but I feel better if we were there to assist you. Back to cheering you on from afar. See you afterwards, my friend. And money and experience. Also, I just need to move the quest log over just so I can see it better. Okay, I did not realize, like, geez, after an hour, that was, like, only the first quest. We're just eager to press on with the hunt for the relics. With enemies fast approaching, time is of the essence. We must needs accomplish our mission with all possible haste. With the two remaining bearers of the relics, the new mole or the near. We shall seek them out next. Among the faithful, they bear the dissentation of having abided in the lands since before the flood. They are also the friendliest to men, and have served me faithfully whensoever I have called upon them. Indeed, they are the source of much of the knowledge I've acquired in my time here. That's only one hour? Yeah, only quest 1 out of all the ones we need to do, and it's only been like an hour. The path leadeth past my dwellings. Let us away. But at the same time, that was kind of like I imagined it would be like the big one, so... Alright, bird. Bird is acceptable mount. Also, I will say, even though I've had this mount for a bit, I've been really enjoying the Behemoth mount as of late. I don't know why, but I've randomly fallen, like, super in love with that mount. So we haven't, yeah, we have not really explored up here at all, so it's a very funny mount. I love it. Like, I just love how you sit, like, freaking cross-legged on freaking Behemoth. And you're just like, yep, this is my dog. First world boss you found. Yeah, he was also the first world boss I found. I need to actually, like, fight. I wonder if I actually fight Behemoth and, Odin at some point. You can get the hand from the same place you get the Behemoth. I think I got... I don't remember where I got, like, this Behemoth mount. Because, like... I don't know if it's, like, one of the quest ones or not. But I have the Magitech Claw. I do have the Magitech Claw mount. Past yonder cliff lieth Platt and Ennie, home of the Numo. Others have gone ahead to scout the way. Come, let us follow. Yeah, I do have the Deathclaw out. You know, I summoned it. Let's just write it there. Oh, hold on. There's... Okay, we did drop some frames, but it looks like it's okay now. I just noticed we dropped frames, like, on stream. Nope. The path struck at the precipitous. It is because it was once a mountain trail. For where the lake now lieth, there was a valley, the whole midst thrived into the city of Voidberg. It was only when the Fouth came, in wake of the flood, that the settlement was drowned. We stand now on top of its former outskirts, grazing lands where shepherds once tended their flocks. Though one cannot help but feel a pang of loss when faced with such a spectacle, one can scarcely blame the faithful for so altering the land. The land for that lieth right with the light, a force terrible enough to bring an entire civilization to its knees, an entire world, that should have been allowed to rise up unchecked is a greater regret. Yet, in spite of all the tragedy which surroundeth me, full glad am I for the chance to be here. 'Twas these lands which brought together the warriors of darkness and Minfilia, lest ye forget. Therefore, even were there no 8th umbral calamity to forestall, it seemeth only right that I strive to deliver the first from its doom. Only right, I say, though such words ill convey the strength of my resolve. In truth, I can no more ignore the plight of this world than I can choose to stop breathing, and thus do I labor, for those we have lost, for those we can yet save. The coming struggle promiseth to test us to our limits, but so long as we stand together, I doubt not but that we can prevail. Aha! Mortals, just as we thought. Hast thou business with me? Business? Ha! Nothing so boring. We smelt you coming and thought we'd come to play. They do not appear to be pixies of Ron. My apologies, but we were in some haste. May happen another day. Oh, in some haste are you? Then I was to hasten you on your way. Tee-hee. Oh. Teleportation magic. For mercy, we're not so far from our course. Should the pixies find us again, however, they will most assuredly repeat the trick. We have not the time to waste. Let us avail ourselves on an enchantment I have learned. Fey Cloak, 'tis called. A most ingenious magic which rendereth one invisible to Fey folk, albeit briefly. Yeah, well, we actually did not go far at all. she casts the enchantment upon thee. Under its aegis, thou art to make thy way past the pixies and rejoin our comrades. Now, however, that the enchantment shall suffice to veil thee and thee alone. Be not tempted to employ a mount, as it will only serve to give thy presence away. Hey, look at me, bitch. Rude. I mean, I'm allowed to say it. Any moment now. Fuck you. I did not see that enemy there and I got horrified. Nope. God, these things are so ugly. They are so ugly. I hate them. You're in a gardening hedge. That's another reason to say fuck them. You just walk by the theory doing the can't see me hand wave and just fucking bitch. I seen you were right behind us. What took you so long? I see. Yes, I'd say that's a valid excuse for lateness. You were hereby forgiven. Thank God, I didn't know I needed... or I was under suspicion like that. Another good news. The new mall village lies just to here. We'll enter as soon as Ryanji deigns to join us. Jeez. Oh, hello. Myrtles! Myrtles are here! Lots of them! I thought you said the new Mulverman's best friend. The poor thing was beside itself with fear. Just beside itself, perhaps, but not with fear. This is unexpected. Unacceptable, I tell you, to have so many mortals appear at once. That's more excitement than we can bear. Oh, they like us. Greetings, Elderwood, Enoch, Tierney. It's been a while. Pray forgive me, my brevity, but time is against us. We've come to borrow the stone scepter of the new mole. The stone scepter, then? You mean to lift the seal over the Agia? That is unacceptable. Unacceptable, I tell you. If the king is set free, none here will be safe. Unlike our Fey cousins, we new all have the slain our homes since, immemorial. Leaving is unthinkable. Thus did many of us lay down our lives to see the way our king when they were corrupted by light. If we do as you ask, our sacrifice would have been in vain. No, we're gonna be nice to them. But then you'll only become another light warden. It changes nothing. Honored Elder, pray believe me when I say that this woman is possessed not only the strength required to vanquish the king, but something still more valuable, a means to resist the resultant corruption. Indeed, she has already laid low the Light Warden of Lakeland, all without succumbing to the influence of its light. She is yet a stranger to this land, 'tis true, but she harboureth the self-same desire to see the Sin Eaters eliminated as we do. Wilt thou not lend us thy hand, that we might see thy beloved home restored to its former glory? You have always done right by us, Urianger. If you have placed your faith in this woman, then so shall we. As you say, we want nothing more than to be rid of the Sin Eaters. Be it as it may, it is not a decision to be made lightly. We require time to deliberate. A turn of the moon, perhaps. We don't have a turn of the moon, unless we want to debate this with the Yilmoran army. Elder, give us all that is at stake. Given all that is at stake, I cannot well expect thee to simply roll over and acquiesce to our request. But even now, a powerful foe draweth near, and I fear I must beseech thee to hasten thy deliberations, that thou might fetch us the scepter while there is yet time to use it. Roll over? The fetch? That now gives us a greater pleasure than to render aid to the men. You know full well, yet you speak the words of power regardless. It's unfair, I tell you. In happier times, it is our honor to assist mortals in need and receive rewards befitting our deeds. Since the kingdom of Voidburg fell, however, we've been starved of a man's patronage. After so many years of deprivation, it is difficult to ignore such an earnest entreaty. Very well, Urianger, I promise to give you as swift an answer as I may. In return, I ask that you remain here the while, and bestow upon us your patronage. Is this arrangement agreeable? I mean, we did it, I guess. Well, hold on. Before we do anything. There we go. Ethical, it. Alright. We're getting a couple. Still no new quest ones. Okay. You'll offer your patronage to our people too, yes? Let's see, perhaps we can begin with Marnos. They've been one of our foremost artisans, once held the highest esteem by the Knights of Voidburn. With the Knights gone, however, Marnosa has no opportunity to put their skills to use. They'd be overjoyed for your patronage. Okay. $1,182, $1,183, $1,184. Wait, did I already count that leaf? Ooh, ah! Who? What? Where? Wait, you're a mortal? Huzzah! Huzzah! Well met. Yes, very well met indeed. Have you old and tired arms and armor that need treating to all part of the crucial, fall part of crucial junctures in battle? Yes, you've come to the right Numo. Restore your equipment to pristine condition for payment with a pair of moss fungus legs. Moss fungi. I'm just outside the cave. Please, please, please give me their legs and your patronage to me. Hello, Kyla. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well tonight. Had a fun time getting yourself. Hey, glad to hear it. Okay, very just short little busy work quest. And then it's probably just gonna be like a good chunk of these quests in this entire area. Alright, you know, these new mall are, they're kind of cute. I kind of like them. I look at this one up, well, I was gonna say the one up on this balcony. It's kind of cute. They're just like little mole people. Even though apparently they're like being rubbed like dogs. Ah, you've returned. With the moss fungus legs, I hope? They are tools of my trade, lest you wonder. Used to polish metal and leather alike to a lustrous sheen. Now that I have work again, I must replenish my stores. Huzzah! 2 moss fungus legs as befits the work. Ah, to have no more nor less than expected of us than what we can provide. There was no greater joy. You see, for there to be honor in a task, we must see precisely what is worth. Too little means you belittle our ability. Too much means you question our integrity. You give me fitting payment, so my services are at your disposal. I shall begin by inspecting your equipment. The beast tries for this area. Aw, that is kind of lame. Because these guys feel more original compared to the Fae, honestly. I see, I see. I must ask for a small fee for the materials. I'll put so that all your arms and armor may be restored. If you mean to change them in the near future, however, there's no need to hurry. My first repair is complimentary. Here's the coin in which you may pay me with when you desire to have the work done. Many thanks for your patronage. And I'll say the shop is open for business. Oh, and if you mean to offer your patronage to another, may I suggest just yuff one yonder? from your equipment. Displaying your no stranger to battle. I believe this gift will have something to offer you. Oh. Nah, we'll be back here. Deep gold ring coffer. Alright. To have so many men visit us at once is a joyous day indeed. If it pleases you, please give me your patronage. As a patron, I ask that you remove the noxious mushrooms that grow in our cave. Flame spores, they're called. We attend to them with magics, except they leave behind a harmful ash. We have no choice but to pluck them one at a time. Now you'll be curious as to what I offer. I'm very aware that will aid you in your travels. In exchange for your fitting payment, I will give you my choice items. Cool. I don't think it'd actually be up here, but alright. Yeah, I don't really have a lot to comment on during, like, busy work stuff. It's just kind of busy work. But, you know, you gotta do the busy work before you can get to the good stuff. You've already removed the flame spores. How very quick you are. Oh, but you perchance search for the western entrance as well? Until the more have cropped up in that area. Also, I'm gonna be real. I still think this is probably like my current favorite mount out of all the ones I have. Like, Kieran's just such a cool mount. As you pluck the last flame spores, you sense a gaze from the entrance. Ophelia, what you doing? I wasn't spying you or anything. I just finished my task and I should go back and report. Did I just not have a minion out? I guess I don't. What does Relay give me? Sure, Alexander can come along. Ah, you have returned. Have you dealt with the flame spores by the western entrance as well? Excellent. No more poisonous spores irritating our noses, for a little while at least. Oh dear, I believe I'm getting sentimental. Having a patron again. It reminds me of the old days. Fair every day, I would carry my wares to the castle to offer in exchange for men's patronage. Posture check and hydrate. I was slouching, and I have enough to take another sip. There we go. Thank you, Kylo. Then the castle wasn't called Liagia. The Voiberites built it, and they named it Gwynlicht. It was their last bastion in the struggle against the Sin Eaters. Now they're gone. All of them. Nobles and kings and common folk alike. But enough reminiscing. I must give you what you've earned. And if you'll desire anything else anything else I possess, I'd be glad to offer them for you. For a fitting price, of course. This guild shop is not open for business. Now, will you be offering your patronage to anyone else? If so, would you consider Wide Lad? They've been under the weather of late, and the chance to perform an honorable task would cheer them up. I am going to move this, though. Good for a signature. Oh. Interesting. So it's just three free teleports. Okay. What? You would be my patron? But I can't do anything for you. The laws once took my invisible ink. Without it, I can't make my arcane wares. Who are the lawless ones? They're new, well, like us, except they've turned their backs on our values. Crews without honor, they are. They refuse to work, instead spending all their time cavorting and making a nuisances of themselves. It was when I went outside for a walk that they set upon me and robbed me of my possessions, the ink included. I was too weak to resist them. But you, mortal, you look quite strong. Do you think you could take my ink back from those villains? If you do this, I will consider it your patronage. And by the way of my service, I will make you something very special. Excuse me, Coral, but I couldn't help but overhearing. If you mean to undertake this task, will you let me accompany you? I would learn from you, and help in what little way I can. Yeah, you're welcome to join. Thank you so much. The lost ones make their lair to the south, inside a cave called Father Collard's Chambers. They took many vials of ink, and would be grateful if you could bring as many back as possible. Ooh, that is a ways up there. But considering we're getting a lot of story experience. Become what you must. I got extremely scared. Warrior of Dank memes. Oh, these things talk. Okay. Ah, how I'd love to go and bathe in the lake. The thought that the fourth might be waiting for us puts me right off. That, okay. Huh. You know what? We got the exploring XP. Nope, nope. Oh, that was all. Oh my god. You feel like helping? She helps us standing there totally. That's so helpful. Father Clark's chambers is still here. I peered inside, and sure enough, it was milling with new mold. They looked none too friendly. If Thancred were here, he told me to go back about it quietly and quickly. Let us split up. I'll find all the ink I can and then come back outside. See you shortly, Coral. God, saying Minfilia, even if it's a different Minfilia, the freaking, like, dagger just feels really funny. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Motherfuckers. But you know, this place feels like it sucks. I mean, it worked. So cute. I found the answer. I found the answer. I literally was just like, I can't hit them. What happens if they can't hit me? I have my answer. I'm a genius. Oh my god, go away! Say to a place, I mean... I'm a genius. Oh my god. Stop it. Stop it. Go away. Go away, please. I don't want to mess with you guys. Not everything here has to be my enemy. Look at that. So good. So good at video games. Why is it up on this balcony? You piece of shit. Hello, heart. Same place again. Yeah, but I'm not gonna. I don't think I can make that jump. But it is funny though. Let me get it and just see if I could have made that jump. That's what she wants to meet up. Let's just see. Oh, I could have. Okay. Wow. I could have done the same thing as I did last time. Either way, we get to leave now. Oh, that's the wrong way. See you, nerds! You know what? Hey. Hi. That guy just didn't want to mess with me. Oh, but that was funny though. Just figuring that little cheat way out.
Oh, thank goodness. There you are. Those Numo were rather frightening. I'm glad you're safe.
Minfilia, it's all good. It's all good, girl. Also, I am just opening that one clip that, Nem clipped, just so I made sure I had it. And glad to see you're safe too.
I haven't seen much actual combat, so I was a little nervous, but I'm happy I could help. The Minfilias before me battled Sin Eaters as part of the Yulmoran army. That had all changed by the time I was found. They held me captive, so that I wouldn't follow in the others' footsteps. I'd still be in my cell now had Thancred not spirited me away. When he found me, I knew nothing of the world. I didn't know how to live, let alone fight. Thancred once told me that if the efforts to summon you failed, it would fall to me to face the Light Wardens. I realized then that it was the only reason he kept me close. As a contingency. The truth is, he can't stand to be around me.
Oh, Minfilia, that's not it at all. That's not it at all.
Because I'm not her. I'm not his Minfilia.
I mean, that part's true.
Once, we journeyed to Nabatha-Reng together. To the place where the Oracle appeared and stayed the flood. As we drew near, I felt as though I was fading away. I shut my eyes and covered my ears, and then... I'm not sure what happened after that. I have a vague feeling that I said something to him. Only it wasn't me at all. It was her. Afterwards, Thancred didn't say a word. Only kept to himself and brooded. There's nothing I can do for him. Nothing I can offer but my presence. Though it only reminds him of his loss. She should be the one to live on. That's why I tried to find you. Because I knew that was what she wanted.
I mean...
Now that you're here, I'm not entirely sure what it was she intended me to do.
I mean, you still got a job, Minfilia?
Was I meant to tell you something or bring you to someone or somewhere? I can feel the answer at the edge of my mind, just out of reach. What is that?
That seems to be our Fairy King upset. Even though I thought they always use a different Titania.
Why did you imprison us?
Say, because I'm also kind of used to, like, Titania usually referring to the Fairy Queen, and then there's, like, a different name for the Fairy King. If I believe that's correct, but I could be wrong.
Such boredom. Such tedium have we suffered. It is unfair. Unfair.
Oh!
Come and play with us.
Titania's used for king? Okay. Then who am I thinking of that's, like, usually the Fairy Queen, then?
It came from the castle.
No, that's incorrect. That's right. I knew that wasn't right. Yeah, because Titania's the queen while Oberon is the king. Fair. I mean, yeah, like... Well, like, because, like, there's, like, a very common, like, fairy lore, like, that I know, like, even, like, the Persona franchise uses. Because, like, it is, like, based off, like, real mythology with Titania and Oberon. But Oberon is typically the king, while Titania's the queen. And I was like, I couldn't... Because, like, Titania as the king didn't sound right to me. But I couldn't remember Oberon's name. Okay. Circle of presence for feelings being called the king. Okay. I mean, that's true, yeah.
This is everything I have. Please see it delivered to the Nemo. I will bear word to Thancred and the others.
Either way, Titania not exactly happy right now. Also Tsukuyomi. Yeah, Tsukuyomi's also typically a he, but there is just like a lot of media that has made Tsukuyomi a she. Like I know like in Vanguard they made Tsukuyomi a she. But it does kind of just vary depending on the source. Tsukuyomi isn't at the one. Tsukuyomi is typically a male. Or at least, like, represented as a male, I should say. Is that, what the heck is that? Oh. 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 Hello, friend. Don't mind me. You don't slap it. I'm aware. I remember when I accidentally slapped, like, one hunt that was around my level as a Dark Knight. Next thing I know, I'm dying, Squirtle. What if people run over in time? Oh, mercy, your majesty, we have no choice. Please forgive us. Choo choo, yeah. Oh, it's you. My ink. Were you able to retrieve it? Here's your ink. Oh yes, this is the ink, and almost all of it too. When our king spoke to me, my day went from bad to worse. And next to you, it's simply bad again. What? You had the vision too? Oh, what was us? Ordinarily, when a living being turns into a sin eater, it loses everything about its mind that defined it. However, the king has retained some of their instincts, which there's that gender neutrality towards king. This manifests in the desire to play and be free. So strong is that desire, it then leaks through the seal to invade our consciousnesses. For as long as we've ignored it, we can't do so forever. But forgive me. I was going to thank you for reuniting me with my ink. You did exactly as I asked. So I will give you the service I promised. Nothing up my sleeve, and Viola, may it serve you well. Yeah, okay, we're actually almost there. We just got like couple more quests, and then we actually are like at Titania. There's something I think like honorable work. Thanks again for giving me the opportunity. Oh, I should mention the elder Wyatt Arnakis returned a moment ago. If you seek them out, I dare say they'll have tidings for you. There you are. You've been an excellent patron to our people. For that, you have my thanks. Now then, you will be pleased to hear that we've come to the decision regarding the scepter. If we gather your companions, I will deliver our answer. I mean, I'm hoping, especially now, you're like, yeah, we kind of can't deal with this anymore. Before I begin, please allow me to express my gratitude for your kind patronage. Having been deprived of purpose for so long, our people are overjoyed at being able to serve again. But on the matter of the stone scepter, during our deliberations, we were forced to concede that we'll never have the power to deal with our fallen monarch. We can release a time, neither from the castle nor from torment. In light of this, we decided to entrust their fate to you. Take it, the stone scepter of the Numo. This way, exterior looks. One more and we can arrange the meeting with the warden. Here you continue your quest. Allow me to enlighten you as regards your foe. Well, Titania is not a name, but a title bestowed upon one chosen to lead the pixies by the grace of nature. This leader, upon Ilmeg's founding, arose as ruler of all faithful to bring order to our righteous kind. In our turn, we a folk render our blessings onto nature, onto water, wood, and wind, that our king might be further empowered. Though they are becoming a sin eater, their powers remain unchanged. When you face them, be prepared to face the full fury of nature. Oh dear. Is there anything else that we should know? Anything else? Only that if you feel unready for the challenge, none here would blame you for it. You're welcome to remain among us a while longer. After all, I myself have yet to enjoy your patronage, and who knows when I will have the chance next. We would say that you were comfortable, of course, and do all in our power to make you feel at home. Oh. Honestly, I look away for one moment and every fairy and their nuncle tries to steal my sapling from me. It is my sapling. Mine, do you hear? Not yours and not the Fwath's. And anyone who so much as thinks about trying to seduce her will wish they hadn't. The final relic is a pair of shoes wrought of crystal. They're held in the utmost safekeeping of their settlement. Wolkendorf. Grumpy fail, yeah. If Bereth mentioning that these armor are unlike those which thou hast counted before, owing to peculiarity of evolution, they are capable of... Okay! Thank you, Urianger, for explaining this now, as we went there technically already. And also we might negotiate with them as we have the Fae Folk. Sends us to see you leave. Wish you well on your way. When you've earned Wolkdorf, seek out this largest of the Amaro. His name is Seto, and he is their leader and the bearer of the relic. Can teleport there. You know what? I'll probably use one of these tickets when I'm going back to Eorzea. Oh, I see that current. We need to find our friend here, though, wherever they are. Where is our man's? Ah, there's our man's. And Harvest slumbers peacefully. Seto! Oh boy. Bird. Oh, so this one knew Ardbert. Oh, forgive me. I was having a dream. Seldom do men visit us. What brings you to our village? Did I hear you are right? You desire the crystal shoes that you may confront the Light Warden? No, Now you mustn't think such thoughts. Even if you are indeed immune to the light's corruption, as you claim, vanquishing the king will bring you naught but sorrow. Forget this folly. Return whence you came. While we appreciate your concern, we have no choice in the matter. Will you not reconsider? Come, my friends, let us leave him with his thoughts. Tis harder by far to change the minds of they who mean well rather than they who mean ill. Forgive me, but I'm not sure I understand. And let's wonder, 'tis the first time thou hast set foot here. It would behoove you all to learn something of the nature of this community, I think. There's no sure way than to speak with its members. In such wise, you will come to understand Seto's reason for refusing us, and I hope gain an insight to how he may yet be persuaded. So I bid ye seek out the Amaro and make yourselves known unto them. A gentle touch will suffice by the way of a greeting. Gentle touch as Thancred is getting ready to punch something. Pet, pet. How long has it been since I've felt a man's touch? I couldn't help but be reminded of my master's hand. He was a knight of Voibert, a noble and valiant soul. But like so many others, he died fighting the Sin Eaters. Though he is long departed, I remain in this land out of respect for his memory. Also, I did not get this, apparently. We get to pet all the big birds. As our little chocobo just looks at him. Ah, that tickles, enough! I never had a master. I'm not accustomed to it. Not that I dislike your kind, you understand. On the contrary, your Maro were bred to be fond of men. In the beginning, we were all of us mindless beasts, but then a mage of Ronka gave us the gift of intelligence, that we might better serve our masters. After the Empire fell, those with the gift eventually died out. On rare occasions, however, we are born with the seed of our ancestors in us. If we live long enough amongst men, the seed may quicken, restoring the power of speech to us amongst other things. So it has with me, though I never had a master, as I told you. Sad, they literally are just like the chocobos of the first. What's happening? Or am I being petted? It's wonderful. Seldom do we have the chance to enjoy the attentions of men. Your kind are loath to come here for fear of the Fae folk. But then we are Fae folk too. When we first made our home here, we swore an oath to the Fairy King, you see. It is easy to forget sometimes. I wonder what Minfilia has to say. They're so fluffy. It's like touching a cloud. Hello, Kyla. It has appeared in the hearts of the Amaro, I take it? And now it's not choose, but see the intense and abiding love they bear for the men. It is out of concern for our welfare and not scorn that Sita seeketh to dissuade us from confronting their king. To confront their king we must. To that end we must needs have the crystal shoes. Quirrell, might I prevail upon thee to confer with Seto in private? The task of selling the Light One will ultimately be thine, and it is for thee, I believe, that he warrieth most. Tell him of the many great deeds, or thy many great deeds. Spoken in earnest, thy words may yet move him to change his mind. You have spoken with my brethren. You see, it is not out of scorn that I deny you the relic. I simply cannot bear to see men fight and die. Not anymore. None of us can. To lose one who has placed a gentle hand upon us, even once fills our hearts with untold sorrow, as our brothers and sisters will readily attest. I think that's something we gotta do. What am I to make of such declarations? Tell me, why do you wish this? This land is no longer a man's to fight for, nor will your doing so compel the faithful to change. In order to obtain the other relics, you'll already have paid the due price. Not more is owed. Why then would you risk all to face our fallen king? To do what no one else can. What did you say? Very words. Could it be mere coincidence? Very well. You may believe what you say, but I shall see if you have the strength to do it. Seniors have been prowling the area of light. Prove yourself against them, and I will consider giving you the relic. So that you are well prepared, then meet me in the clearing area, in the clearing to the east. There, I will lure out the fiends, and that you may slay them. Might as well grab. Alright, Seto. Let me at him. I've used my voice to lure out the Sineaters. As I once did when I hunted with an old friend. A feeble cry for the ravenous, a mighty roar for the territorial. I still remember the tricks. But come, you're beginning your signal. Just because I wonder one thing, I probably don't have anything better. Okay, I do not. Ready then? Very well. Big old bears. God, this concept just makes me sad. Of like sin eaters. And a freaking friend just having to be one. Make sure to grow to those creatures. I will not deny it. I've seen enough. Now let us return to Willickdorf. Couldn't you give me a ride? By the ease with which you slew those sin eaters, I see that you are capable. However, I still require time to think. If you should be willing, there's a favor I'd ask of you. Oh, I'm about to get sad. But this is the last quest before Titania, and then the third to last of the night. This is not a test of your strength, but a personal request. Please hear my tale. A while ago, I fought senators who had wandered into Ilmeg. In the heat of the battle, I dropped a prized possession, a medallion. Of all the places that it should fall, is Longmere Lake. We Amaro are not fond of water. We certainly cannot dive very deep. I briefly entertained the thought of turning to the Fwath. They're more likely to keep my medallion out of mischief than return it to me. I had despaired of retrieving my treasure, but having seen what you were capable of, perhaps you will be able to find it. While I ponder your request for the shoes, will you not go and search for my medallion? If it should elude even you, I will accept that it is gone forever. Oh wait, is this Ether Current quest? It is. And also, I always just skip these quests, admittedly, but... Well, I can do that one later. At least we have it, which is the important part. Right as he was leaving. It's probably not deep enough for me to actually dive yet. There we go. Water bird for underwater. Does not appear to be Seto's medallion. Aw. Oh, we found it. Okay. You found that a lot faster than I expected to. Ah, you are returned. How fared your search? In prolonged submersion, the skull medallion still retains its luster. Wow.
My medallion! You found it!
I actually like Seto's voice.
Oh, I know not how to thank you. It is my most treasured possession. A gift from a dear departed soul. He was a traveler, and together we journeyed to the ends of the world and back again. When I was young.
Yeah, no, Seto seems like a cool dude. Suddenly he becomes a sin eater, and I'm like, this game is mean.
In those days, I could not speak, but we found joy in each other's company nonetheless. Oh, the memories. This medallion he found during an adventure, fashioned it into a necklace for me, his partner in crime.
That's Grandpa Seto. I mean, my image of the name Seto is just forever ruined. Because when I hear Seto, I just immediately think Kaiba.
I had no words to tell him then, but it filled my heart with pride. I was so happy. His name was Artbert.
Oh.
My friend.
Ardbert, thou sayest.
Everyone blamed him for the flood. Him and his comrades. Some few spoke up for them, of the many whose lives they had touched. But as the years went by, their voices were drowned out by those who only uttered the adventurers' names as a curse. It was too much to bear, and so I left behind men and their lies, and came to this place. Ardbert was a trusting soul, constantly being drawn into the troubles of others. Yet in spite of this, he never thought twice when he saw someone in need. He always tried to help. It was no different then. The world needed heroes. It needed him. And yet...
There goes the fourth hit deck.
he was a good man. He deserved to be happy. I wish I could have told him that, at least.
Aww. I'm sure Arbert knows how you feel.
You remind me of him. Your kindness.
Ever since Arbert can't say anything. Yeah, I know it sucks. I hate it.
When we Amaro were created, we were granted the ability to perceive souls. Thus did we recognize our masters.
I mean, it's sweet.
Since faded from our kind, but due perhaps to my reversion, I can see your soul, faintly but surely. It is reminiscent of Ardbirds, strikingly so. Of course, you are you and no one else. We are defined not by the soul we are born with, but the path we walk. Nevertheless, I cannot help but feel that this is more than mere coincidence.
Little bit, Seto.
Which is why
Little bit.
I will place my faith in you. The relic. It is yours.
There's trouble! Terrible trouble!
Has something happened at Lida Loran?
Together with the twins, we were playing tricks on some nasty mortals to stop them from setting foot in Ilmeg. At first they ran off screaming, which was lots of fun. But then a scary, bony, wrinkly old mortal came along and spoiled everything. None of our tricks seemed to work on him, which is no fun at all. And now they're getting closer and closer.
Ah, jeez, the old man.
Ranjit. If he manages to find his way in, all our efforts will have been for naught.
As thou sayest. Should we be discovered ere our mission here is complete, and the Light Warden yet liveth, our task will be rendered nigh impossible. If we are to prevail, we must needs divide our forces. Thus do I propose the following.
Let me guess. And especially looking, yep. So it's gonna be like, hey, all of us are gonna go mess with Ranji while you go ahead and take care of Titania.
Whilst thou salliest forth to meet with the Light Warden, we shall join in the effort to obstruct the trespassers.
Yep.
If we succeed in staying their advance, all the better. Yet even should we fail, if we can but delay our enemy's arrival long enough for thee to secure victory, our plan may still be deemed a success.
So the moment the lights go out, we all beat a hasty retreat, yes?
Let me come with you. I have the blessing too.
Hell no.
No, Midfelia. You'll only get underfoot. Now come.
I wish there were more I could do. Please be careful.
And I appreciate the sentiment, but I agree with Thancred on this one. Oh, this is our last quest one. Okay. Forgive me. It seems my indecision has cost you precious time. But I am convinced now. Convinced that you will triumph. Turn right of the king. Itself, you'll find the bridge to Leagia. As the bearer of the four relics, the gate to the castle will open to you. Oh, right. It's time to go attempt to murder. Too high. I see you. Well, it's a current. You know what? Sure. On my way to fuck with the Fairy King. Sit tough thing, walk around doing your taco setup. God, I admit, like, I'm not super, or never was, like, super big into fairies, but this castle looking kind of clean. I hate, though, that there's a person inside these two shrubs. Like, that just feels bad, man. I don't... No, thank you. No, thank you. Nope. Goodbye. Ah, I did not see him. I don't like that. I don't like that. So it was gonna be pretty. So green, I saw the wings. Castle's gonna be lovely. The castle looks really cool. Like, they didn't have to even give it like glowy wings, and like it just looks like a cool castle, and then they just like add that on top of it. Okay, it is recognized that you bear all 4 relics. The seal is broken. All that remains is to enter the castle and confront Titania, a being bereft of reason and mercy. It is sure to be a ferocious battle, but if anyone can bring an end to our king's torment, it is you. So Coral stuffed the relics in her chest. How big was the staff exactly? Listen. We don't need to talk about that. You know this, my adorable sapling. Though we fae folk may appear to live unfettered lives, there's still laws that bind us. To take back as much as is taken. To create as much as is destroyed. To give as much as is received. In all things, balance must be preserved. The same will be asked of you. But worry not, come what may, your beautiful branch will ever be at your side. Like, this is such a good shot. She was that the lump in her chest was. Okay, well, before I go ahead and queue in, I'm going to take a small bathroom break. So, I will strut like a songbird, and be right back. Thank you all for your patience. I have returned. And it's time to queue in for Titania. This is Stormblood, not Shadowbringers. Alright, Shadowbringers isn't here. The white dress, the shield crown, the stone scepter, the crystal shoes. Have you acquired the 4 Fey relics through considerable effort? You now stand ready to break the seal over the Agia and confront the Light Warden of Ilmeg, the fallen fairy king, Titania. And even as you hunt the Sin Eater, you are in turn hunted by the forces of Yilmore, who have thrown all caution to the wind and marched resolutely onto the Fairy Kingdom. So either way, now we just kind of chill, because it's going to be a hot minute. DPS queue at 1 in the morning. I guess realistically, while I'm just sitting here, I can do some of my phone like some of the remaining phone game dailies. Yeah, DPS queue. Solo DPS queue. So how's everyone's nights going? I don't know what to talk about because we're literally just waiting. I'm still crying at the DPS queue to this day, yeah. I don't know, it really doesn't bother me as much just because I've like played DPS my entire time playing this game like in the story, so it's like I'm kinda used to it. I think it's gonna be part. You and Walker once you have a new healer DPS class, yeah. Which thankfully, I do play like a tank as my second actual class, so I dig it. Healer DPS, yeah. I just like am stuck with DPS, and like I was thinking about playing Dark Knight for Shadowbringers, but considering there's no like social dialogue. However, if I somehow get Dancer to level 80, we might actually switch to Dark Knight. Probably gonna be DPS the healer when Endwalker comes. I will probably... I feel like it's easiest, at least in my perspective, to learn a fight as a DPS compared to learning it as like a healer or a tank. I hate doing like content for the first time as healer or tank. A lot of micromanaging. Yeah, it is a lot of micromanaging. Like, granted, I also feel like healing is like the most stressful role. Healing is in fact not too stressful. I mean, to me, it feels stressful. Like, I do actually have a kind of high level healer that I'm working on in Astrologian, but still, I find healing stressful. I find tank stressful. I don't know. I like. If I have a good healer, I feel like tank is arguably the easiest thing. But for like learning new content, I think tank is stressful. Like probably after like this run, I'll kind of have an idea of what to do as tank for like Titania, and then it'd be like, yeah, I could probably tank Titania. Yeah, I get it. You want to do kill DPS, you only heal when you have to. Yeah, like once you like understand tank, I feel like it's not that bad. My issue is just like I would not want to like if I'm going into like something for the first time, I wouldn't want to tank it. But after I see the fight, like I would rather learn a fight as a DPS and then be like, all right, I get it now. Then I wouldn't mind doing it as a tank or a healer. But I still find healer the most stressful thing. New content is How to tank swap? Yeah, I still don't quite understand how to tank swap. Like, I haven't really been in content that requires it. Because, like, I went back, like, into dailies today, which is the first time in a while, like, where I basically just, like, went tank for the majority of it. And, like, I did Nidhogg, and it was like, oh, my other tank never turned on tank stance. So, it was kind of stressful. Alright, reads, yeah. For just simple. The region on them and call it a day. Yeah. Like, regions are nice, and I've been trying to force myself to remember, like, Astrologian's regen. But at the same time, like, I probably need to mess with my Astrologian hotbar, or my hotbar more. And just, like, actually read some of the skills I haven't read yet. Let me contest with DPS for syrup. Then the rules. Exactly, that's just how I am. But anyways, I guess just while we're here still, like, I've been playing a lot more Vanguard 0 again, and I forgot that, like, we apparently have a Christmas event going on. I don't know why it's Christmas in March, but... So the Legionnaire Shield. Yeah! Which healing is used? Fault. I thought a spell is regen. I got the fight! Rhydon's in it! I like how that's just, like, all Heart ever says whenever I talk about freaking Vanguard. Like, Heart has a heal and I have another option. It was like, oh boy, time to declare. Oh, it's time. It's time. So I don't need the map open here. Let me get back into it, but the game keeps changing. Heart, hit me up! Like, a lot of it's the same. Like, there are changes, but a lot of it is the same. Like, a lot of the core structure of the game is still present to what you played back in the day. It's just, like, you have, like, more mechanics. Who goes there? Are you the one who broke the seal? Can I play Jewel Knights? Actually, yes! Jewel Knights are not awful right now. Also, on the real, this Titania, despite being a light warden, is actually really pretty. Ah, so much time lost. So much frolicking and feasting left undone. And it's just, yeah, no, Titania's extremely pretty. I mean, granted, that's just Titania in general, but, like, I do like 14's representation of her. We must make up for it. We must. Beginning by playing with you. It's just keep it. And it just, like, has, like, such, like, like, it adds mechanics, but not in a way to where it's, like, it's obnoxious to, like, learn it, I would say. Also, the song is actually just kind of mellow, and I dig it. Somebody want to be in one of these? It is a pretty good song. Sprout. Probably should have activated the crit one there first, but oh well. Nice me to wake up. Just... Oh jeez. Eh. Actually. So here we go. Oh geez, what's happening? Oh. Okay, we got one. This one's almost done. Ah. Good phone. Kind of spooky, but you should be fine. Hopefully. I ran Barnum's Metal enough to understand how that works. Oh.
We can play no more.
King Yeeted, we did it. We have defeated Titania. I do admit that that one ad phase actually had me scared a little bit when we got up to like 83. Fail, yeah. I can see that. Like, if we don't coordinate, like, hey, focus on this one. Everyone only has that why the ad phase naturally hit 90. Oh, jeez. This was a trip. You know what? They did good. How much when astrology sucked here? God, this dungeon's pretty. This entire place is just pretty. Yeah, I mean, makes sense that it's pretty. Oh, we got a commendation. Neat. Someone actually gave us a commendation for that. I want to live there. I mean, I don't know. The idea of living in a castle has always felt like weird to me. Because I feel like a castle is like too much space.
You have freed our fallen king. Not that I expected any less, my Snayak.
Level I can tell you it's the most involved with 3 healers. I mean, I think it's a fun healer class. No, I don't care how much. Yeah, I mean, I'm scared about Endwalker changing it like too much, which is why I'm probably gonna start picking up like White Mage like on the side, just in case they change it to where it's like I hate it. But I'm hoping I still dig Astrologian after everything.
For these relics to serve their true purpose. For they are not only keys to the castle, they are also blessings to be bestowed upon the new king.
Oh.
The way into the castle is opened when it is time to relieve the reigning monarch of the throne. And the brave soul who does the deed has the honor of taking their place.
Wait, but... Who said this is a good one? Since last time to do quests in the set. Let's see for my own bus. Oh no, like I mean, technically you said all of 73, and the next quest is the last one of 73. So I was planning on streaming the last one, because that's what the notes also said. Like it said finish all of 73. Oh, did it? Yeah, no, it said finish all of 73. The level 3 story requests, yeah.
Ascend the throne, you will become one of us, never again to live as men do.
Oh wait, hold on, we can't do that.
My adorable sapling, my precious mortal. We Fae folk live forever, but such is not your virtue. To strive for a dream you will never see, to sow seeds that others might one day taste the fruits of your garden, that is the beauty of your kind. Burn bright and shine as only you can. These blessings, your lovely branch will accept in your stead.
Aww. Theo. And I guess it makes sense because Theo's a little more like manageable among compared to other fairies, and if Theo is like, I like Theo's voice. It feels like, it feels weird, but I do dig Theo's voice. Oh, Theo looks so good, actually.
Kinla, Ilichla, Ilmek, Okbra.
And now Theo's the new Titania.
Now, shall we attend to those unwise enough to trespass in our realm?
Freaking mischief making ass.
Confound it. How did they get here so fast?
Damn these pixies and their tricks!
Oh, he's about to rip. Oh.
How in the seven hells?
Listen well. We come in pursuit of villains who have fled to this land. You know who and where they are. Now show yourselves and answer me before I lose my patience.
Freaking Ranjit.
Oh, stop! It hurts! It hurts!
Enough! Lift the enchantment!
Minfilia, willful child. How many times must I come to collect you?
Freaking Ranjit, just go away.
I
You
won't
worse Xenos?
your mob, and I won't let you hurt my friends.
What is this stance? Where did you learn it? No oracle I trained would make such an unseemly show of herself.
Ranjit's a poofhead. I mean, he's just kind of like, I don't know, he just feels lame. Like, at least currently he feels lame.
Know your shame, gal. You're powerless. You have no life nor purpose, save that which our master sees fit to permit.
Just catches the freaking gunblade.
Who are you to dictate her purpose? To lock her away and deny her a life? If she was powerless, it's because of you, you sanctimonious swine. But no longer.
Ooh.
Fool! Defiance only begets more suffering. It is through acceptance alone that one may find solace in this god's forsaken world.
We brought Night to the Fairy Kingdom.
She's done it. The Warrior of Darkness has triumphed. General, what are our orders? What do we do?
We do what we came to do. Subdue this rabble and find the Warrior of Darkness.
Forward, men! Take the villains captive!
And I don't think
Are you deaf? I said...
Oh my god! It's already happened!
What's happening?
The horrors of the Fae, the horrors of the Fae indeed.
Water? That wasn't there before.
Oh, hello! Jesus! Careful, these are horrifying creatures. Like, just knowing I'm gonna become a shrub. That's horrifying.
What's the matter with you? Get a hold of yourselves, damn it!
Does not miss the faithful. Exactly, like, I freaking hate fairies. Fairies are horrifying when you actually learn how they are in mythology. This is pretty accurate.
General, they come in greater numbers. We must retreat.
All who stand with a Warrior of Darkness shall face justice. My
Forgive.
master demands
Master
it.
Fae. Can you feel old? Yup. Oh, thanks, Theo. Temporary partnership, a lasting friendship, I like to believe.
I see. Well, it's a good thing Fae all volunteered to become king in your stead, for all our sakes.
We are grateful for your timely aid, Feaul, or should I say, your majesty.
It was the first night in recent memory. We all of us but wished to make the most of it.
God, it still feels weird to be like, yeah, it's just a Tanya now, but it's still hard just not to say Feol. Or Fio, at least.
That's something you must remember about us Fae folk. Though our existence may be eternal, we exist only for the present. We live in the here and now, paying no mind to futures that may or may not be. To wit, we are not driven as men are. We cannot fight for such causes as men do.
The ship's still there. I mean, yeah.
Does that mean you won't aid us against the Sin Eaters?
Not unless the mood takes us. But if it was to repay a debt, well then, that's another matter. To take back as much as is taken. To create as much as is destroyed. To give as much as is received. Such is the way of Ilmeg. By this law, we shall lend you our strength. In return for the beautiful sky you have restored to us. In times of need, do not hesitate to call.
Aww. Yeah, an eye for an eye. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna be sad to lose you.
I shall remain at your side. Even should my body be in the castle, 'tis a simple thing to have a little part of me accompany you.
Aww.
Treat them as you would the Smiths.
Yeah, they're just leaving the shrubs. Feels wild. Never for a moment did I doubt you would, thou wouldst triumph over thy foe. Yet the majesty of thine achievement delighteth me. I hate Oriange's way of talking. I swear to God. I swear to God. Night hath returned to Ilmeg. We stand one step closer to delivering the first from its doom, and averting the 8th umbral calamity. 'Tis but a pity thou wert not present to see the faithful put the Ilmorans to flight. 'Twas a sight to raise the spirits, I do assure thee. Ah, but what valuable allies they might prove. With a mood only to take them. With the I just prefer this. Shut up, TJ. We get a present. We get a present. I knew you could do it. Not only because of your blessing, you have a strength all of your own, and has seen us through many a trial. Doth thou not like the nature of thy... Oh my God. I hate all of you. With the warden defeated, I believe our work here is done. It is time we were going together, needless to say, to the bitter end. The fate of the two worlds being at stake and all that. Now then, I suggest we hurry back to the Crystarium. Much more may have happened while we were frolicking in the Faithfolk. For the flesh of the point. Oh my God. And Ranjit elected to pursue us. Ranjit elected to pursue us makes me feel more hopeful that the city was spared Gilmore's attentions, but I would sooner see for myself. Besides, I believe I speak for all of us when I say that I've had a belly full of Ilmeg. Let us away before the fairies think to play with us again. And then I'll come back and do this last quest. But yeah, that should be all the quest ones here, right, for Ilmeg? Yeah, it's just that last one that I didn't finish, and then I'll come back and clear out Ilmeg later. Not to... I'll speak. Oh my God. Why are you all like this? English. Looks like the Crystarium's doing alright.
All seems well at the Crystarium.
Yes. Yormor was plainly more concerned with finding us. How flattering.
You're lucky horrible shit posters. Yeah, but you're my horrible shit posters.
You certainly took your time. I had half resolved to complete the task myself.
Is this... Ah, it is.
And you are...
Were one to study the annals of Garlean history, one would find yonder visage on many a page. Though by rights its youth should long since have faded.
Well, well, we have a historian in our midst.
Yup.
That spares me a lengthy explanation. I am Solus Sos Galvus, founding father of the Garlean Empire, and under various guises, the architect of myriad other imperially inclined nations. As for my true identity...
Massian. Which we figured.
I am Emmett Selk.
Emmett Selk. He's being used to some blandly. Yeah, a little bit.
Gaius spoke of you. A native of the source.
Equal in rank to La Habrea. And you came all this way just to introduce yourself to us?
Yeah. Basically a theater student. And yeah, you can stop calling him Solus around me now.
Behold the sky, restored to its former glory. Have you ever seen a more affecting spectacle?
God, his voice, his performance.
Oh, it is truly, deeply...
disgusting.
infuriating.
Well, not quite the word.
Do you have any idea how much you have delayed the rejoining? Following the flood, the first had been listing ever further towards the light, towards stasis. The end was in sight. Enter man and his indomitable spirit. He would haul the world back from the brink. And adding his lumpen weight to the power of growth, he duly tipped the scales, if only by a fraction. Yet a fraction was enough to spoil the perfect imbalance needed to bring about a rejoining. Had mankind continued to live in idleness under Vorthry's rule, all the conditions would have been met.
Dang, so even with Yulmore living under Volthree, it was like, no, that's not a good thing. Which, I mean, from a moral standpoint makes sense, but...
But you had to come and ruin it all. Thanks to your meddling, light supremacy is in doubt, and our painstakingly laid plans are in tatters.
Well, I should begin by thanking you for confirming Urianger's theories on the inner workings of the Calamity. He will be most pleased.
I mean,
As for what
he's
happened
right here.
next, might I suggest you admit defeat and walk away?
Happy to let me go, are you? Because the murderous glint in your eye suggests otherwise. Indeed, it is enough to make me think better of confronting you alone. Look, it did cross my mind to simply side with Vorthry and kill you all, but that's no different from what La Habrea did. And we all know how well that ended for him. And so, while it is liable to be troublesome, I have settled upon a different approach.
Just casually walks up to us.
Cooperation.
Huh?
I will not raise a hand to hinder your hunt for the Light Wardens. If you desire it, I will even lend you my knowledge and strength.
Since time immemorial, you and yours have labored to rejoin the 13 shards, at the cost of countless lives. Do you expect us to believe that your objective has suddenly changed?
Nay, our objective is the same as it ever was. Though I dare say, you do not know our motive. A war waged without knowledge of the enemy is no war. It is mere bloodletting. Just once. Might we not seek to find common ground?
I mean, you want to educate us then?
For good or ill, I am immortal. Provided I have the inclination, I can always begin anew, scheme and conspire to my heart's content. But this time I thought that I might instead try to see eye to eye, to understand what drives the hero of the source, to determine if our goals are truly incompatible. So come, shed your preconceptions. See beyond the unscrupulous villains you take us for.
That's not trying to convince you all by being your friend.
When all is said and done, we may find ourselves pleasantly surprised. The proud discoverers of a path of cooperation rather than opposition. Think of it.
So this may be wild.
Thou hast delivered thy proposal, and we would not dismiss it outright. If I may offer thee counsel, however, to make thy case via an illusion reflecteth poorly upon thy sincerity.
My apologies. You will forgive me if I'm not entirely at ease in the presence of a famed Ascian slayer. I felt it only prudent to take precautions. Nonetheless, your counsel is duly noted.
I so he's like, yeah, I'm scared of you, so I'm gonna take the precaution.
Friends, rest assured we shall meet again soon.
Assess you. He's pretty good. So don't. I don't even know what the Crystarian meme is, but cooperation? He can't be serious, can he? We need that wave as an emote. If only you, like, I just wish you like could do that emote like while walking. That would be pretty good. Well, you've certainly been given much to ponder, but first things first, we should report to the Exarch. You can run along, Coral. We're perfectly capable of handling this little task. In light of your recent exertions, I'd say you've earned a rest. Come on, take yourself off to bed. We'll see you later, refreshed and ready for more. You know what? It's last quest. We're fine to walk there. Oh, and I can say I've started some of these role quests. I'm a little bit into the DPS, the physical DPS one. I'm working on the tank one as well. Just telling you, then rest while the telling you to rest. We keep going, yeah. Like, I do actually like that with Shadowbringers, how it's like, hey, go rest, and like it ends the quest by like actually having you go to an inn. Oh, welcome back, miss. We've been expecting you. You find refreshments laid out in your quarters. We hope they are to your liking. Will you be retiring now? Shadowbringers came out. This NPC was always crowded. Very good, miss. I bid you a pleasant evening. Oh, we got a little basket. That's cute. Listen to 3. This is to lower the amount of players. Oh. I hope the past few days have not been overly taxing. Pray take your rest and recover.
From the Exarch, is it? With that mirror of his, he can watch your every move, you know. He'll probably think you're talking to yourself. Still, he's keeping you well fed. Judging by his people's faith in him, he seems to be a decent sort. But so much about him remains shrouded in mystery. Like, what was he doing back in my day? There was no such person when I was around. A lot's happened since the flood, though. Since I was set adrift. I know little more than you do of this city's history in the Exarch's past.
I mean, kind of know who the Exarch is, kinda. Just a friend of mine.
But it matters. It's Emmett Selk we should be concerned about.
And now we get a name, and the face of that name, technically.
To be consumed by light, the Ascian in white appeared before us. He said that the only way for us to live on was to bring about the rejoining. Desperate as we were, we heeded his words, not realizing that the flood was of the Ascian's own making. They cannot be trusted. None of them. But Emmett Selk had one thing right. One should not fight blindly. That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
I want to hear about Seto. Let's put him at ease a little bit.
What? What about Seto? What is there to say? Alright.
I mean, I really feel like Cora would say you keep me for my dinner, but I want to hear, like, the story dialogue.
He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big.
That dialogue option's great. I mean, it seems great, but I just want to, like, see this dialogue option, because I'm like, I want to hear about Seto.
I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him.
Tell him, putting me off, he changes subjects.
What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto. Chocobo, perhaps? Come on, you tell me something for a change.
Yeah, we got our boy Garunix. Our little Chocobo buddy. All our sandwiches are gone. But we're all rested. I guess I love listening to my twin tails. Saw you wearing your shoes to red. I don't have pajamas. Anyways, though, I think that is it for stream. So with that, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did and haven't already, please hit the follow button. It really helps me out. Thank you all again very, very much for getting me over 200 followers, and we're not even a year on Twitch yet. Y'all are the best. Thank you all very much for all the support. If you have the funds for even more support, obviously I understand money is tight for a lot of people right now, so don't spend what you don't have. But please consider subscribing. If you have Amazon Prime, you do get 1 free sub a month. Please use it on your favorite streamer. It doesn't have to be me, but please use it. Help the Twitch community grow. We do have some really cool emotes. Last one's on the way. We're working on it. And if you aren't a part of the Discord already, here's a link to the Discord for you. And I think that is more or less it. We probably won't be streaming Wednesday, since I have mentioned in the Discord, but I am going to be working on at least partially in the family salon again. And that's going to be just some training. I hopefully will be on time for Danganronpa, and I hope I don't have to start that too late. But anyways, though, I do think that's more or less about it. I'll let you guys know how stream schedules will change once I have more details and everything. But yeah, I do think that's it. Thank you all very much. There's really not anybody to actually raid, awkwardly enough. So I think we're just going to go ahead and end stream. But thank you all again very much for watching, and you all have a fantastic night. And probably see you Friday. Goodbye, everybody.